Hi everybody, for those of you new to the channel, I'm Teresa Perrin, and I want to discuss Dogecoin with you because I don't know what's been happening, but for the love of God, it is up over 100% in the past week, and it is just flying in after hours. If you follow me on Twitter, then you know on Friday I said, I think Doge might break double digits today. No, it might break 8 cents, and I think it's going to go back into the double digits over the weekend. Well, boy, did it ever. We broke through that 8 cents and we just kept on ripping. We are currently trading between 13 and 14 cents and actually hit a high of 15 cents. We're pulling back just slightly, but guys, I'm telling you, this thing is on fire, and we're going to look at some of the articles and reasons why. And despite the fact that some people believe that it's because Elon Musk took over Twitter, because, back when Doge flew to almost 80 cents, I think it topped out around 79 cents. It was because Elon Musk was promoting it until that whole Saturday Night Live event happened, and it just came crashing down and never really recovered. We're going to take a look at some of the highlights and lowlights, and we're going to discuss what the resistance is on this moving forward. So let's get started. Please remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Always do your own DD. And of course, investing in any cryptocurrency is always risky. So do so at your own risk. Now, Dogecoin is up 53.85% today, and it's still climbing. It's currently at 54.55% as I'm talking, and it's going higher. And the past week, it's up to 124.55%. And like I stated, it is at 1337 in this exact moment, but it is moving. All right, guys, so like I said, I don't think that this has anything to do with Twitter, and that's because it's not just Dogecoin that's moving. Crypto in general is moving, but in particularly Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Dogecoin have been catching the news. And it's because crypto wheels abruptly moves 412 million in Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Dogecoin in a single day. Dogecoin has seen a massive movement from unknown wallets by the whales. And as you can see, check out the difference. Dogecoin out of all of these is up. At the time of this article's writing, 66.5%. And like I said, it's now up over 124% on the week. But Ethereum is only up 5.23% at the time of this article. And Bitcoin is only up 1.3%. XRP is up 0.23%. I did check on Shiba Inu because it's another dog lover's favorite. And that's up 17% on the day. So guys, there's some big movements in money being moved into cryptocurrency. Now, why is that? Now, according to this article, the whale reports, various cryptocurrency whales have moved Ethereum, Bitcoin, Doge, and XRP in a 24-hour period, amounting to $412,300,000. Whales send cryptocurrency from exchanges when planning to hold their investments for an extended period. Storing large amounts of money on an exchange presents an additional risk of theft. So that's why they like to move it to wallets, guys, because it's more secure. But obviously, if they're doing a really quick swing trade, then it's probably not worth their time to do that. However, it looks like potentially they could be holding these, sending them to hold them for some time. An Ethereum investor who has transferred 83,500,000 worth of 83,500 ETH worth 130,143,407 from one unknown wallet to another. So that's a pretty substantial move, guys. But here's what Dogecoin did. Dogecoin has seen a massive movement from unknown wallets by the whales. For example, about 299,999,998, so I don't know why they just didn't say, approximately 3 million, Dogecoin worth $23,781,722 was transferred from an anonymous wallet to another. And in another transaction, 94,529,382 Doge worth $7,277,488 transferred from an unknown wallet to Binance. Now, If they're transferring it from a wallet to Binance, is it because they're going to sell that? I don't know. That's interesting. Something to think about if it comes crashing down, I guess. But Doge rockets higher, breaching 10-cent level first time since May. Watch for these key levels next. So, interestingly enough, their key levels, which we'll get to in a minute, we've already exceeded, guys, but don't worry. I did some digging for you. So, Dogecoin rally has gained momentum with the dog-themed crypto soaring Saturday morning. Doge began to turn the corner along with the equity markets at the start of the week. After convincingly breaking above the 6-cent level October 25th, there's been no turning back for the crypto. Since October 24th, it soared over 90%. At last check, Doge was trading 36.23% higher at 11,379, according to Benzinga Pro data. Sorry, guys, one sec. Nevertheless, the crypto is still way off its all-time high of 73.7567 cents reached May 8th, 2021. I'm sorry, guys. It wasn't 79 cents. It was 73.7567. When it was being highlighted by Tesla's CEO Elon Musk talking about the coin. Incidentally, Doge peaked before the rest of its peers, including Bitcoin, which hit historic highs in early November. Doge ended 2021 at 17.1313, so a little over 17 cents, as risk aversion took hold of the market amid worries about the economy and supply chain disruptions that worsened as an offshoot of the COVID-19 pandemic. The new year did not bring any respite for financial assets as the Russia-Ukraine war aggravated risk aversion. Doge bottomed at 5 cents, well, 0.050267 cents on June 14th, and then traded at the 5.8 to 6.8 range. Guys, we were like stuck in the just range bound jail for a very, very long time, if you guys recall. It was awful. I was like, when is this thing going to actually move? Well, then on Saturday, the crypto rose above the 10-cent level for the first time since May 11, 2022. If the Doge rally continues, the crypto could next take aim at a resistance around 1224, which we broke, guys, which provided to be support level in April and January earlier this year. Further ahead, the next resistance zone is the 14.6 area. So, guys, right now we are trading between these two resistance levels, and I'm going to talk about the next ones because I do think we're going to break back above that. But I wouldn't be upset if we did trade a little range bound here because we need to continue to build support. Please remember that. We do not want this shooting straight up, as great as it feels in that second. If you are a long-term holder in this coin and you're not just, day trading it, then it needs to build its resistance. So it needs to have these waves, guys. The spectator of aggressive Fed rate hikes was one of the main reasons that exerted downward pressure on most risky bets, including cryptos. With the Fed having increased rates by 75 basis points 3 times, the word on the street is the central bank could either pursue less aggressive rate hikes or begin to pivot. This, in turn, is expected to fuel economic growth. So, guys, what this is saying is basically that the street, meaning like Wall Street, analysts are saying that the Fed is now going to start decreasing these rate hikes that have been very aggressive to either 50 basis points or even not to hike the next one, which I don't see them not hiking coming, but who knows? I mean, lots of things that we shouldn't probably be doing in this economy we've been doing. So I guess anything's possible. However, the point is that once this turn is made, and they start being less aggressive, then it allows for in the market for the Wall Street to start going risk on again. And when they go risk on, you can believe that they're going to probably start with these riskier assets like cryptocurrency and like small caps and, micro cap stocks. These ones that have been beaten up and that started tanking like a year and a half, 2 years ago now. They've just been on a vicious cycle. So now starting to see money fuel back in, this kind of gives you a different perspective because I'll be honest with you, the question that a lot of people have been asking, or at least like experienced retail traders, and even those not so experienced, is when is this bottom? Are we at the bottom, or is this another rebound rally? Well, guys, to be honest with you, my personal opinion has been this is another bear market rally. But I have to be honest, something different has happened this weekend, and that's this risk on into crypto. That being said, and I've noticed that a lot of small caps have been starting to have money being piled into them. So it has to make you wonder, is this the start of the bottom? I'm not confident to say that yet, but this is a different take, right? So we really need to think about that. Or is this really going to end up trapping a lot of people? Let's just say I'm going to be cautiously optimistic, but my gut tells me that this is going to happen through midterms, maybe even through the end of the year. I mean, we do need some relief. But guys, I don't see the economy getting better. Things are bad, like not just in this country, but around the world. So unless things change, like the war in Russia and Ukraine ends, that's causing a lot of this, I'm not sure it is the bottom. But hey, I'll take this relief rally for as long as we can get it. Just be careful. Now, that being said, let's talk about key levels. First of all, here's the charts. So as you can see, this is... we're down, we've dipped a little bit lower. We're at 132211 right now. So guys, you can see that our 52-week high was like around 30 cents. And then as you can see, we went up, like I said earlier, that 72, 73, whatever that exact top was. And guys, see this rocket that kind of brought us straight up there? That happened fairly quickly. That was not necessarily a good thing, which is why we got that massive pullback. And I think we would have continued going higher had things happened differently in the economy. But I think the Russia-Ukraine war was just like, it couldn't sustain it, and the market went risk off, and a lot of people pulled out of crypto. I have to be very honest with you. It was a crazy exit, as anybody invested in it is well aware. Hopefully people took advantage during the fearful time. I'm going to remind you all that times of fear is when we need to get greedy, and times of greed is when we need to be fearful. Keep that in mind going forward for the future, because if you want to make money in this market, the best time to be adding to positions is when the market is down and nobody else seems to be investing. And you'll be surprised when it starts going back up, even if it dips a little bit lower. I mean, nobody knows how to time the bottom perfectly. That's just not possible, guys. That being said, here's what I'm looking at for 52-week key points, okay? So our 52-week low was 0.49430. Our last price, well, guys, actually we just dipped below 13 cents. We're at 12.9352. So we're still holding in between those zones that I talked about earlier in that article. But Fibonacci levels are what I'm looking at. 14.7822, 17.8215, 28.608, and 30.7 or 0.307. So 30 cents and 7 tenths, right? These are the key levels that I'm looking for us to break through. We did dip below that. Well, our last price dipped below, but we're still above. Hold on, let me pull up, because I don't know why. I thought I had that in this chart. Sorry, here we go. I think it's in this. No, it's not. One sec. Resistance 12.24. Guys, I expect us to come back down right now to this 12.24. Hopefully we do not break under it and we bounce back up. We may ping pong for a while between that 12.24 and 14.6 area, right? That 14.6 is pretty down, or let's say 14.7822. That's our Fibonacci. So expect to be kind of going between, that 2 cent range. Hopefully building up some support and resistance. Well, hopefully we're building support there, and we don't break through, because we want to be able to fall back to that safely before we make our next move up to 1782, which I do think that could happen this weekend. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the weekend, we're trading between 28.6 and 37. I'm wondering if we can get actually to 25 cents by the end of the weekend, guys. That's my personal thought now that we've gotten this far. I could be wrong. I would be happy if we could break this 17.82, and even if we were trading between there and 20 cents by the end of the weekend, I think that would be fabulous. Again, we don't want it to go too high too fast, so if we don't, it's okay. I could wait another week for it. Heck, we were between that 5 and 6 cents for months. So right now, this just feels fantastic, and I hope it continues. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Congrats to those of you in Dogecoin. I hope you took the opportunity and were able to average down during these months if you were in it higher. And